Hi, I'm Mike and this is the Film Lab here on thesubstream.com. We've learned so much together, you and I. We've learned about focal length and lenses and exposure. We've learned about white balance and black wrap and what C47s are. And today, we would like to inaugurate a brand new series of videos about gels. By doing this video, this is the inauguration. We spent a lot of time brainstorming, having literal electrical storms inside of our brains to try and come up with a way to make a series of videos about cinematographic and photographic gels interesting, because people on the internet, as we know, have extremely short attention spans. But we realized we should probably just keep it short and to the point. What gels are pieces of polyester or polycarbonate that photographers or cinematographers use to change the color or the quality of a light in a scene. It can be extremely small, made to go in front of a camera lens. They can be big enough to put in front of a single lamp, or they can come in huge, big rolled sheets to cover a whole great big window. And there's approximately 1.5 million different types of gels. This is a swatch book, a little demo book by a gel manufacturer called Lee, and you can get these little books at any place that sells gels. And the other manufacturer, major manufacturer, is Roscoe, and they do a book like that too. And you can see some of the quadrillion different gels. But the most basic type of gel jammies that you're going to be using most of the time are called ND gels, which is the same ND as in ND filter, which goes on the front of your camera. And what NDs do, basically, and all they do, is change the intensity of the light that passes through them. That's all they change. They don't change the color or the quality of the light, just the intensity of the light coming through it. And you've got ND3, or ND.3s, which take away one stop of light. So I'm a stop down now. You can get ND9s, which take away 3 stops of light. The portable squares of darkness. You've also got ND6s or ND.6s, which take away 2 stops! But we don't have any ND6 in the studio, so you'll just have to imagine, if you will, in your mind's eye, something that's in between these two relative levels of darkness. They're basically like putting a pair of sunglasses on your lamp, as my friend Ryo said earlier. You're going to be using these things a lot if you're a cinematographer. If you have a lamp that's putting out too much light relative to the other lamps in your scene, or if you're shooting inside and there's too much light coming in through your window, you can slap some ND up on your window. And fortunately, a cool thing about them is that they're stackable. ND3s, you can take 2 of them to take 2 stops off a lamp, or you can put an ND3 and an ND9 in front of a lamp and take 4 stops off. Although gels are essentially a disposable, expendable piece of equipment. They wear out over time. So after you put your gels up in front of your light, after you put the NDs up, you're going to want to take a light meter and make sure that your ND3 is taking away a stop like it's supposed to. But we're going to be talking more about that kind of gel type stuff in our future series of extremely interesting gel videos, where we'll be talking perhaps about Lee filters number 791, Moroccan Frost, which you would use perhaps if you were shooting inside a giant shrimp's house under the sea. So check back.